Welcome to CSL Podcast. Here we'll delve deeper into the field of cyberscience through enlightening discussions with leading professionals. I'm Wilma, your host for today's episode. We are starting our first episode on AGRI-FOOD Security. Our mission is to bring you safe information about the vulnerability of agricultural technologies to hacker attacks. In the last decade, agricultural sectors have embraced cutting-edge technology to boost efficiency and tackle climate change and biodiversity loss. But just in the past year, hacker attacks on farm technologies have surged by 40%. The more advanced and automated the production process have become, the more vulnerable they are to cyber threats. Without proactive measures, it's only a matter of time before your farm could be at risk. During the next episode, you will dive into the cyber threats that make the farming future vulnerable daily, understanding the most common cyber attacks, their devastating consequences, and discover essential prevention strategies with our special guests. Our conversation today will be how is ransomware attacking making dairy farms more vulnerable each day? To answer this question, joining us our esteemed guest, Lucas Alcantara. He did his Ph.D. in animal breeding and genetics at University of Guelph in 2022, and now he currently works as a researcher center data manager at UOG, where he is responsible for the design, development, and implementation of a modern data enterprise architecture for the research center managed by the university through the Ontario Agri-Food Innovation Alliance. Welcome, Lucas. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. So to get us started, can you explain what is ransomware attacks and how are they specifically affecting dairy farms?
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you for having me today. Um, Ransomware attacks, they generally involve malicious software that encrypts the victim's data, and with that, it makes the system inaccessible until a ransom is paid. In the context of dairy farming, for example, these attacks can target critical automated systems such as milking systems or feeding systems, or even computers where the farmers enter data through their herd management software. So if these systems are compromised, it could lead to halted milk production, improper feeding schedules, and even health risks to the livestock themselves. So this disruption not only impacts daily operations, but can also cause significant financial losses and even long-term reputational damage for the farmers.
Of course, and understanding the mechanism of these attacks really highlights the importance of cybersecurity measures in modern agriculture, right? So looking ahead, what are the immediate steps that dairy farms can take to protect their automated systems from ransomware attacks?
Farmers, they can protect against ransomware attacks by implementing simple steps. First of all, they should be implementing robust backup strategies. So regularly backing up their data ensures that even if an attack occurs, critical information that they have on their systems can be restored without paying a ransom. Additionally, it is important for the farmers to keep all software and systems up to date with the latest security updates, so that can prevent vulnerabilities from being exploited. Another topic that is important is also educating farm staff, so the barn staff that works with them, about phishing scams and importance of, not clicking suspicious links or attachments, unsolicited emails, right? So those things are crucial in preventing ransomware from gaining a foothold to the farming operations.
Perfect. And as you mentioned, we can start from small steps, right? So that's something encouraging to know that preventing measures can be adapted to enhance security, and we can start from what we have now. So, what specific challenges do dairy farmers face when trying to implement cybersecurity measures, and how can they overcome these obstacles?
Yeah, like we said, it's simple measures that can be taken, but funny enough, this is one of the main challenges because even though it's simple, farmers are great at farming. That's their main strength, and not all of them know. a bunch of cybersecurity. So I believe that one of the crucial points is to address education of, outreach and reach out to these individuals and provide accessible training and resources specific to the agricultural sector. Um, I also think that sometimes the high cost, like potential high cost of implementing more secure measures at farm, they can be one thing that can stop farmers to be earlier adopters of cybersecurity. But we all know that the risk of a ransomware, I mean, if and when a ransomware occurs, to be honest, it will be far more greater than the risks of implementing cybersecurity measurements. So with all of that in mind, I think that farmers they can start with the basics, right? Just use cost-effective strategies. They can change their passwords routinely and use security passwords, right? Not farm123 everywhere. And they can also do regular software updates. So it's quite simple if on their operating system they all have the ability of allowing automated updates, so they can allow that so that it goes without them having to actually do it. So simple things that can be done to get them started. But one thing that is also important is recognizing when you don't know and reaching out for help is not a bad thing. So it can save you tons of money and time in the future to reach out for help now. So seeking support from industry organizations and cybersecurity professionals can really provide the guidance that they need and the resources that they need to be ahead of the game.
Of course, and it's important to have these practical solutions to these common issues, yeah, to ensure farmers can protect their system. So, yeah, your suggestions are really fascinating and practical, yeah. And how can collaboration between farmer, tech developers, and cybersecurity experts enhance the overall security of dairy farm technologies?
Well, I'm a little biased to say because I come from the university and we all believe that is key for everything. So for research, we always think about collaboration, but that is also true for dairy farming. So collaboration in this field is also key to enhance cybersecurity. So if everybody works together, the farmers they can share their unique challenges and insights from their operations. Tech developers can create tailored solutions that address those specific needs. And also, cybersecurity experts can provide the knowledge and the tools necessary to protect them against these threats. So, regular communication and partnership initiatives, they are great and they can lead to the development of very robust and reliable, innovative security strategies that I'm pretty sure that they can not only be effective, but also practical for the farming industry in general.
Of course, the synergy between these groups can lead to innovative and effective security strategies. So, Lucas, in the name of the CSL podcast team, I extend our gratitude for joining us today as our first guest in this series of episodes about agri-food security. It's been a pleasure engaging in this insightful conversation. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. I hope you have a great season ahead.
Thank you. And thank you for listening to CSL Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on our social media networks for updates and more exciting content. I'll see you in the next episode.